では行ってまいります。即戦で
奴はスーパーサイヤ人なのか。
Hello again, everybody, and welcome. And if you're new, please like and subscribe. It would be a big help to me. I am the Weakest Reviews, back with another week review. And, oh boy, this guy. The first three videos I've chose have been, I'm not going to lie, my first, I'd say, favorite figures out of the ones I own. I had to choose this guy for my next review. He was going to be my second review next to the Goku, but I kind of wanted to save him for a special or sort of occasion. I like this guy a lot. Not even figure form, I'm talking in the show. I like the anime, but there's something about the manga that just feels more organic. Like you kind of piece together your own sort of visuals more, which I like because I got a little bit of an imaginative brain. That being said, this guy, this is an older figure, which is very surprising because all of the other figures that are more on the older side, most of them don't have this quality. But this guy, like 4 years ago, I think, maybe going on 5, they started picking up their game heavy. This guy is the first one I took out of the package and started posing. It came, I bought it on eBay, and the box it's got like some cracks in it everywhere in the back. Like it's a little chipped up here, and it's a little indented in the top, so it's got like a little cave thing going. I don't really care that much. Once I have a better visual and a better display sort of an option at my house, then I'm going to try to display these guys out of the box. But the box don't matter too much to me. I don't plan on selling them or anything, so reseller price, whatever. I don't really mind about all that. I guess backstory on this guy, just for a context. The Ginyuforce, also known as the Ginyu Tokusentai in Japan, which, you know, that sounds very weeby, I know, but that's how they say it, so culture difference. These guys are like the highest ranking members in the Frieza Force at the time. Like highest, obviously. I mean, Goku would surpass them in no time, but I'd say for a long time they're tippity top of the universe next to Frieza, especially in strength. You know, at least at this point in the canon, quote unquote. Akira created this whole group, the Ginyu Force, the Special Forces. It's a sort of an homage to Super Sentais in Japan, which if you don't know, Super Sentai is what sort of led and paved the way to the Americanized version being the Power Rangers. So that's just a whole load of backstory. The Akira Toriyama, he loved Super Sentai and watched it, I'm sure, a lot. So he had to just, I mean, you see tidbits of goofy shit all over Dragon Ball, like all the time. I mean, Dragon Ball is never serious. It's 50%, I'd say. I mean, mainly. I mean, the seriousness and goofiness go hand in hand. You just can't do it. Akira Toriyama just can't go without humor and all this corny shit. So Super Sentai, the colorful people, you know, like each one's got their own color. They do the wacky, flamboyant poses and shit. It's crazy. I love them. That's why I love them so much, is because they balance the scale between like strength and like just goofy as hell, because they're obviously the strongest up until this point. And something that maybe some people don't know is the name puns, because most people know about the common Kakarot, carrot, you know, Vegeta, vegetable, all that sort of common known name pun, but every single name has a pun in Dragon Ball. Ginyu Force having theirs being after dairy products. So Ginyu is a translation into milk. Also, the pun is Frieza, being the pun on freezer. And these guys and everybody under him would be things you would, like, you know, put inside that freezer. So, you know, kiwi, like a kiwi fruit, Dodoria, Zarbon, all those. He has an apple guy. Ginyu is milk. Jeice in the Ginyu Force is cheese, right? Recoome is the pun on, I think, cream. And then burter, obviously, is butter. You know, that's pretty self-explanatory. And guldo is a translation to yogurt. So another fun fact about the ginyuforce, if you did not know. I think it's introduction time's out of the way. That was pretty long anyway. I'm just going to get this guy out of the box and show you what exactly I like about this guy. So here he is out of the box, and again, I mean, just getting him out of the package, I was just even more impressed, because I haven't touched this guy since I got him, which was probably a few months ago at this point. And oh my gosh, I just can't believe how good he is. He feels so good. And I don't know if everyone's is the same, but my general rule I remember when I opened this guy is posing him without these, because these, since they're in little tiny pegs, they fall out so easy when you pose him. So I like to pose him first and then put those on afterwards. So little tidbit for everyone if they want to pose this guy. The new figures, I'd say, compared just as good with this guy. He's hefty, he's got a lot of plastic, he's got a few painted parts like the logo, his face, the brown. The cuffs are all gloss, and his pants, his cuffs, his boots. Again, you could absolutely feel the quality when you get it out of the package. It was even, like I said, satisfying just getting him out. I mean, with the default stuff he has on him, you can kind of see the heads on the side there. I'll still flash him on screen like usual, but you get to see him down there. Hands I don't have set up, but I'll flash those too. General hands, just typical points, grabs, palms, fists, the usual. And I absolutely love the fact that they have the damage breastplate for when he stabs himself in the heart, and then switches bodies with Goku there. Tough moment in the show, I'd say. Dragon Ball, it's one of the transparent ones, so it's not like all the, it's not glossy and non-see-through. This one's see-through. I mean, I'll flash it, I'm not getting it out of the package, no way. Without the pads on and posing those afterwards, he gets any pose you really need. I mean, the huge butterfly joint, like absolutely huge. The back is alright for the crunch, right? But the forward is another story. I mean, the forward, the whole abdomen plate just disappears. That's insane. I remember when, like, before I had the camera and all this new setup, I remember how funny it was to pose then, because I took some pictures on my phone, but now I could really shine, so I can't wait to go crazy and pose this guy. Everything is standard plus a little extra, which is why I like it. I mean, his splits go not yeah, I mean, almost full, almost the full splitty bitty. His butt cheeks, let's see, actually, he gets the full, yep, he gets the full wind back, the full winds. Yeah, this figure is the shit. This figure fucks, as they kids say. I don't mind the gappiness, because his neck is like the Vegeta to 24,000 that I like so much. So I don't mind the gaps, that's for sure. The arms are, like, again, the butterfly is kind of crazy. The posability, they had to make it with this figure, because with his Super Sentai shit, he is definitely doing some of the wackiest poses. The only reason I did buy him as one of my 9 figures that I bought first is because he was the cheapest of the Ginyuforce. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't see why, because I think he might be in the top 2 or top 3 amongst every single one. And obviously that's including 4, not Guldo, because he's, yeah, you know, not even a figure. But I'd say he's one of the best, because I've seen a lot of reviews on the other ones, and it's just hard not to think this guy is like the best or second best, because he is, yeah, he fucks. And again, with the accessories, you could kind of go, I just can't wait to get that diorama, like the frog, the swapped Goku head with jeice. It's also great. So I really don't know what else to say about the figure, and I'm gonna try to keep these videos more like cut and straight to the point, and try to just improve every time I go. So with the introduction in the beginning, and maybe some of the photography and the editing, maybe you guys will notice just the more and more the channel grows. So we'll see what happens with this. And yeah, I think that might be the end of the video. Any new collector, any collector in general, just want you to know how dope this figure is. This figure fucks. I can't wait to pose this guy after. So I really hope everyone sticks around and maybe supports the videos. And I will catch you guys maybe in the next review.